On the 20th of November 1944, a Wellington bomber left RAF Pershore towards South Wales for a routine training mission. Just a few hours into the flight, the notoriously brutal Welsh weather reared its persistent head and shrouded the area in wind, rain and thick fog. Unfortunately, this became the demise of all 6 pilots on board as the plane veered into the hillside, likely due to a miscalculation of altitude, speed or both. The remains of the Wellington are still scattered around the hillside, albeit in a slightly more orderly fashion, and adorned with a plaque and a flag to mark the resting place of the British and the Canadian crew. Today we're going to venture into the hills to find this, as well as another plane that met a similar fate around a decade later. The weather was absolutely on form today, with bright blue skies and a gentle breeze to cool you down after the steep ascents. Oh god. Spiky gorse. Look how scenic this is. Oh, he's in. We passed through farmyards and up onto the hills, meeting a pretty steep climb right from the get-go. It was definitely worth it though, as you can see by all these lovely panning shots of the view and the surrounding hills. It's quite a steep start. We have pretty much taken every layer off that we could have. I reckon it's probably, it feels like about 10 degrees now, doesn't it? Probably not that yet, but it is warm. It probably only took about 15 to 20 minutes to get up here, so if you wanted a good camp spot with minimal walking, then this should be near the top of your list.
The Vampire was invented just a little bit too late for the World War, so never really saw service.
Which World War?
II, I believe. I'm not good at history. I've just watched Guy Martin's How to Be a Jet Pilot, and he visited this crash site, so give it a watch.
Still some ice about. Look.
Walk on it.
Yes, that'll support me in my non-waterproof shoes. Of course, looking at the views wasn't entertaining for long, so we found some rocks and some water and reverted back to monkey. This is your task, find the rock.
There's one there, but I don't think I'll be able to get that.
Find a rock that you can throw in there.
Ooh.
Nice.
CGI, please.
Yep.
Oh crap.
Oh, you fucker. That was an Indiana Jones movie then. The rock has injured me. I have a war wound. Right viewers, I don't know how far we've been. I'm sure I'll put it on the screen once we look at Strava, but the first plane site is up here and to the left, slightly off the beaten path. So the next shot you see, it might be of wreckages.
5 minutes later.
Now that is a rock throwing pond if ever I've seen one. There we are. Got one.
Go on.
Oh no.
That was the only one. Go and fetch him. Retrieve.
Oh, that.
Wow. Anyway, distraction's over. Let's go and find the plane. Right there, there's an English flag fluttering about, and that's got to be where it is. What we do for you viewers, I'm walking through bog, soaking wet feet. But the view is nice, so it's okay. See the crash, viewers. We found it. It's a Canadian flag, not a British flag. Of course, looking at plane wrecks and nice views wasn't entertaining enough for long, so out came the rocks again.
Wow.
The idiots are currently trying to topple this rock, and it's not moving. Not a chance. That's not moving.
3, 2.
So we've seen the Wellington bomber. We're now on our way to the other one, which I've also forgotten the name of. Vampire.
Jet engine.
That's the Badger. So come and join us while we find more magical things on the way there. Look at all these spiky, horrible rocks. Imagine if you were riding along here on a bike and you fell off and landed on these, like ribs first. That'd be grim. Nice. And that's where we're going, viewers, up to the top of there. My feet are very soggy.
Hello viewers, we have discovered an undisclosed waterfall.
Wow. You want to go wild swimming in it?
Geronimo!
We're still going, viewers. It's been probably a good hour since we left the plane site. Still going uphill. It's a very slow but mild slog. Very uneven and squishy and boggy. But at least we're not those people down there who've gone the wrong way and now having to go back.
And the gutting thing about these poor pilots is they weren't actually that high or far from the top, were they? So, only fine margins.
To give you an idea of the terrain, it is squishy, boggy, full of baby heads, and you can't see what you're stepping on.
That's a hole.
That's are your feet wet?
The floor. There's a hole there. I did not see that.
Not down it.
You can see it, viewers. It's there. The story of the vampire is similar to that of the Wellington, albeit about a decade later. On the 6th of May 1954, the jet left from the same location in Worcestershire towards the Brecon Beacons on a training flight, but it didn't make it back. Although investigations were limited compared to the ones we're able to carry out today, the conclusion is that, again, like the Wellington, it was caused by poor weather conditions and low visibility. We explored this area for a while, had a bit of a rest, had some food, and then continued up the hill. We were going to go the longer, more gradual way around, but decided against it in favour of going straight up onto the ridgeline, which proved to be the right choice as it revealed one of the most amazing views in the national park.